Hello, and welcome to another Pages and Pals live show. For those of you that are new, this is a monthly live show with the BookTube chicks, and we usually have guests in these live shows, but unfortunately, nobody else could come, and it's perfectly fine. We all have busy lives. But anyway, this is a monthly reading sprint. All we do in these live shows is we read together. You grab whatever book you're currently reading, and we read together. It's usually about an hour-long live show, so it's not very long in case it is a Saturday and have other things to do. But anyways, these are the other BookTube chicks, so I will let them introduce themselves, let us know what book you're reading. I'll start first. So I am currently going through a reading slump. I've been slumping since last year. It's pretty bad. I have moments where I'll feel inspired to read, but it's been on and off. I am currently reading The White Rose by, what is that author's name?
Chloe? Amy Ewing?
Yes. The second book in her,
the Jewel series. I don't know what it's called.
Yes. The first book was called The Jewel. The second book is called White Rose. Chloe read it first and she said she really loved it. And so I kind of got curious. She said it was a really easy read. And as someone who's going through a reading slump, that's something that I need right now. So I blew through the first book. I really enjoyed it. And it is a little bit on the darker side. It honestly reminds me a little bit of The Handmaid's Tale. It's set in this world where these girls in the poorer area of this kingdom or whatever, they have these special abilities, and so the royalty people use them as surrogates because the royalty people can't have children, and for some reason these girls do. So it is a little bit on a darker side. It obviously talks about issues. It has a lot of issues about fertility, and also whether it is the ethical issue of whether it is okay to use other people in these kinds of situations. Anyways, I really enjoyed the first book. I am kind of slumping. I'm on my slumpiness right now, so I haven't been reading as much of the second book, but I still really, really enjoyed it. But anyway, I'm rambling. Chloe, since you're right next to me, you can go next.
Hello, everyone. My name is Chloe. I run the YouTube channel BrunetteBibliophile. Tonight, I'm going to be reading Guild by Raven Kennedy. This is a book that I saw going around on Bookstagram so much the past month or two, so I was able to request it from my library, and I have been putting it off, and now it's due in like a week, so I've been trying to read just enough every day to be able to finish it on time. This is an adult fantasy retelling of the story of King Midas, and we're following this girl who is gold touched, where she's not solid gold, but her skin is gold, and I don't think she has special abilities, but there's something going on here, but she is the favorite of King Midas, and I'm only like 60 pages in, so not too much is happening yet, but I will say that this book is explicit from the first page, so it's kind of wild, and I guess we'll see where this goes.
Hello, I'm Desirai from LibriLabra, and today I'm going to be reading more of Verity by Colleen Hoover. This is a book that I picked up when it released. I probably pre-ordered it because I always pre-order her books, and it's just kind of been sitting on my book cart, and people keep telling me to read it, and so today I finally decided to pick it up, and I'm already on like chapter 4, page 40 or whatever, and it's been a long time since I've been this excited to read something. Not that I haven't read 5-star books lately, because I have, but like I'm just so into this right now. So
okay, so the way our live show works is we have one 25-minute reading sprint and one 20-minute reading sprint. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our first reading sprint, which is 25 minutes. I will have background, I guess, hold on. I should do this. Okay, we have our first comment. Summer Days and Summer Nights. I've heard of that. I've heard mixed reviews on it. So
I think I have that.
Yeah. But yeah,
I've read it. It's been a while though.
Did you enjoy it?
I
Chloe,
think
do you
so.
remember?
It's been years, so I think I liked it, but it's been a long time.
Anyway, yes, so we're going to go ahead and get started with our first 25-minute reading sprint. I will have background music. Let me know if it's too loud, if it's disturbing you, and I will turn it down. I will also have a countdown timer on the screen for you guys, so you guys know how much time is left. So anyway, grab your book. Oh, and hello, Jessa, in the comments. Anyway, grab your books, and we'll get started with our reading sprint. Okay. Share. Okay. So I would say I read about like, I don't know, 15 pages. I do enjoy the series. I think it's fun. Not a huge fan of the romance, but otherwise I just enjoy the series. It is an easy to read series. Chloe, if you want to go ahead and let us know how your book is going.
I read about 15 to 20 pages, and which was like 3 chapters. And it's getting to this big moment that our main character doesn't want to be a part of. And I'm kind of curious to where it's going to go, or like what's going to happen for the remaining 100 or so pages. But I can't say much without spoiling it, so that's the best I got so far.
So I don't think I said what this book was about. I'm like just so into it right now. It's like very meta because the main character is also an author. So Colleen Hoover is writing about an author, a struggling author. And basically the premise is that there's a very, very famous author who was under contract to write 9 books, but she was in an accident and she can't fulfill the rest of her contract. So somebody approaches the main character about finishing kind of like as a ghostwriter. And so she gets invited into their house and into their life to see this author's like notes and outlines and stuff to continue the series. And it's just really, really intense. Like everything, like from chapter one is like incredibly intense, and it just keeps getting more and more intense.
What book are you reading, you know?
Verity by Colleen Hoover.
Oh, that's right. All right. All right. So for those of you just joining us, this is a monthly event or live show that we do on my channel. These are the other BookTube chicks. We have a book club called the BookTube chicks. And we normally have other like people on, but they weren't able to make it today, and that's totally okay. But we usually just do reading sprints. So whatever book you're currently reading, if you want to go ahead and grab it and join us for some reading, some quiet reading. I do have music in the background. If you guys, we're going to do another reading sprint. Do you guys want to keep it at 20 minutes or do you want to do 25?
25 is fine.
Okay, so we usually do 2 reading sprints. We usually do a 25-minute one and a 20-minute one. So we're going to go ahead and just do our second and last reading sprint of the night, and with a 25-minute reading sprint. So again, grab your book and let's go ahead and just have some quiet reading. Okay. Get out. Okay. I see Jessa got to chapter 2. That's good. I finished a whole chapter during this this reading session. For those of you who are joining us, welcome. This is a monthly live show where we do reading sprints together. We normally have a couple other people, but they couldn't show up, which is perfectly fine. I was reading The White Rose, which is the second book in the series by Amy Ewing. The series is called Jewel, and it's set in this world where royalty can have children. And for some reason, the poor part of their kingdom, the girls are able to have children, and they also have these special abilities, so they use these girls as surrogates. It's a little bit dark sometimes, but it's actually a really, really good series. I highly recommend it. It's really easy to read, and I'm really enjoying the series so far. Chloe was the one who recommended it to me. Chloe, how is your book going?
So the moment that we were all worried was going to happen didn't happen. I can't really say anything without spoiling it, but I'm not sure whether I should trust a character or not. So I don't know. I guess I just have to keep reading to find out. But this isn't a very long book, and I'm already over 100 pages in it, and I'm really not sure where it's going. Like, it's really good, but I just don't know where it's going.
So I just want to say that you both have to read this. You both have to read this book. I'm probably going to finish it today. I feel like I'm going to end up finishing it today.
How long is the book?
It's only it's 314 pages, I think. 314 pages, and I'm on page 80. And I feel like there's just this tense ball in the pit of my stomach, because you can tell she's setting up for something, but you have no idea what it is. And she's making the male character very likable and kind of arrogant, but also sexy. But it's a thriller, so I don't know, man. I don't know. But it's really good. It's really good.
Yeah, I've heard good things about that book. So, but then I also I'll check it out. I'll add it to my long list of books I should read, but because of my reading slump, I'm not reading. But anyway, everyone, that is the end of our Pages and Pals live show. Again, if you want to join us, our next live show, let me double check, is on September 25th. It is always a Saturday. It's usually in the middle of the month, but Chloe couldn't make it in the middle of the month. So we're doing it on the 25th, which is the last Saturday of September. And instead of 5 p.m. Eastern time, it's going to be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, also because of Chloe. It's always Chloe.
Always my fault because I have to work for a government.
It's okay. Yeah. She works for the library, so we forgive her. But anyway, it's going to be on September 25th. Mark your calendars. 8 p.m. Eastern time is going to be on my channel. If you want to follow any of our social medias, they're all linked down below. We will make announcements there. Of course, there's also the BookTube Chicks Book Club social media, Twitter. We always announce things there, so you can keep up with any new announcements. If we end up changing the time, whatever, it's all on there. So make sure you check that out. But yeah, thank you all, everyone, for joining. I hope you got some reading done during this live show. We will see you guys on September 25th. Bye.